Karoline Leavitt explodes after reporters, dumb, LGBTQ+ question live. In a fiery exchange that has since gone viral, White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt found herself in a tense confrontation with a reporter during a press briefing. The conflict erupted when Leavitt was asked about the Biden administration's stance on LGBTQ+ rights and policies, a question she dismissed as ridiculous and politically motivated. The moment has sparked intense debate across social media, with conservatives praising Leavitt for standing her ground and liberals accusing her of dodging legitimate concerns. As the war of words continues, the incident has brought renewed attention to the political divide surrounding LGBTQ+ policies in the United States. So, what exactly happened? And why has Leavitt's reaction caused such an uproar? Let's break it all down. The question that sparked the firestorm. During a routine White House press briefing, a reporter from a left-leaning news outlet asked Leavitt, "Does the administration believe that restricting gender identity policies in federal programs will disproportionately harm LGBTQ+ Americans?" Critics argue this move could be seen as discriminatory. Leavitt, clearly frustrated by the question, did not hold back in her response. "Are you serious with this? With all the real issues facing the American people right now, our economy, border security, crime, this is what you're focused on? A politically motivated question designed to push a radical left agenda? Give me a break." Her response immediately shifted the tone of the briefing, with some reporters appearing visibly stunned by her direct and combative approach. She continued, "This administration is focused on restoring common sense. The idea that gender is anything other than male or female is simply not based in reality. We are not going to waste time catering to extremist ideologies when there are Americans struggling to put food on the table." Her words were met with mixed reactions from the press pool, with some reporters attempting to follow up, only for Leavitt to quickly shut them down. Leavitt's stand: "We will not pander to radical ideologies." This wasn't the first time Karoline Leavitt has taken a firm stance on gender identity issues. Since becoming White House press secretary, she has been vocal about the administration's efforts to bring back sanity in the face of wokeness. In previous interviews, she has stated that the administration is committed to biological definitions of gender and does not recognize non-binary identities in federal policies. Federal funding will not be used to promote gender-affirming care, particularly for minors. The White House will push back against progressive activists who, in her words, want to erase biological reality. During the briefing, Leavitt doubled down on this message, stating, "Let's be clear, the American people are tired of this nonsense. They want leaders who focus on real problems, not virtue-signaling activists trying to rewrite basic biology." Her no-nonsense approach won praise from conservative commentators and political allies, who called her response refreshing and long overdue. Backlash and outrage from progressives. Unsurprisingly, Leavitt's comments sparked immediate backlash from LGBTQ+ advocacy groups and progressive politicians. Many accused her of dismissing the struggles of LGBTQ+ Americans, using demeaning language to describe trans and non-binary people, denying the reality of discrimination faced by the LGBTQ+ community. The Human Rights Campaign released a statement condemning Leavitt's remarks. Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt's words were not only dismissive but outright dangerous. LGBTQ+ Americans deserve respect and equal rights, not ridicule from the highest levels of government. Similarly, Rep. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, DNY, blasted Leavitt on social media. "This is pure cruelty. The White House should be standing up for all Americans, not spewing Fox News-style talking points." Despite the backlash, Leavitt stood her ground, later posting on X, formerly Twitter, "I will never apologize for speaking the truth. The American people deserve common sense, not radical gender ideology." Her post quickly went viral, racking up hundreds of thousands of likes, shares, and comments from both supporters and critics. Conservative media reacts. Leavitt is a fighter. While progressives condemned Leavitt, conservative media figures rallied behind her, praising her for refusing to bow to political pressure. Tucker Carlson, on his podcast, called her response one of the most refreshing moments in recent press briefing history. Sean Hannity, on Fox News, said, "For years, we've watched White House press secretaries dodge questions or cater to the radical left. Finally, we have a strong, fearless leader who says it like it is." Many on the right have argued that the media's obsession with gender politics is a distraction from more pressing national issues like inflation and economic struggles, crime rates in major cities, border security and illegal immigration. They view Leavitt's response as a wake-up call for the media to start focusing on the issues that truly impact everyday Americans. What happens next? The fallout and political implications. This controversy is far from over. Here's what we can expect in the coming weeks. 1. Continued clashes in White House briefings. Reporters will likely press Leavitt even harder on LGBTQ+ policies in an attempt to challenge her stance. 2. Political pressure on the administration. Progressive lawmakers may push for official statements clarifying the White House's position on gender identity. 3. Further media coverage. With the 2024 election approaching, both conservative and liberal media outlets will continue to use this incident as fuel for their respective narratives. One thing is certain, Leavitt's fiery response has cemented her status as one of the most aggressive and unapologetic press secretaries in recent history. Whether you support or oppose her stance, there's no denying that she is a formidable force in the world of political media. Final thoughts. A defining moment in the culture war. Karoline Leavitt's explosive reaction to the reporter's LGBTQ+ question was more than just a viral moment, it was a defining showdown in the ongoing culture war. For conservatives, she represents a fearless fighter pushing back against radical leftist agendas. For progressives, she embodies the dangers of dismissing marginalized communities and rolling back rights. The question now is, will this confrontation energize conservative voters heading into the 2024 election, or will it push moderates further away from the administration? No matter where you stand, one thing is for sure, this battle is just beginning. Where do you stand? Do you think Leavitt was right to call out the media for pushing a political agenda? Or do you believe she crossed a line with her dismissive response? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to stay tuned for more updates on this explosive political showdown.